Live, fantastic. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Misha Benoliel, and I am one of the co-founders at Nodle. We're going to start this live stream, wait a little bit to get a bit more people live, and start this presentation about Click. Yeah, today is a great day. We want to show you all and to the whole community this new camera app that we have launched, and we believe is solving a big problem, and we hope to grow the community also within I would say people who don't necessarily understand crypto or know. And I'm here today with Jeff. So Jeff Roberto is our new person. So Jeff has an amazing background. He has been basically helping teams behind the very, very famous apps and doing the marketing side of things for these apps. One I'm sure many of you used or are using, which is Shazam, and another one in the photo and creative space called Pixart. So Jeff, welcome to the team, and it's great to have you here to be with me presenting to our community about the Click app. We sharing a small presentation to all of you, so let me just share my screen. And
thanks for the intro, Misha. Great to be here. Nice to meet everybody virtually. Look forward to connecting with all of you on our social media accounts and one-to-one.
So I'm just checking and making sure you can also this presentation. I'm going to ask Stefan to tell me if it's all okay.
Yes, we can see it all.
Okay. Yeah, Stefan, who you probably interact very often with, is with us. We are lucky. So
you might know me better as Space Mootje. So nice to meet you all.
Well, welcome, Stefan. So quick intro on Click. Many may know that, or some of you may not, but the word of the year 2023 is authentic. And that's what really the Click app is about. It is about creating authentic content, and more specifically, authentic photos and pretty soon videos. We think it's something that's really needed, completely necessary for many reasons. One, many of you probably noticed, unfortunately, because of the ongoing wars that are happening, that actually a lot of fake content has been circulating, and we think that with Click we can address that problem. We also think it's a very timely application to launch, and we really count on you to spread the word and get maximum adoption, because next year the world is going to have 50 countries going on their election, and it's about 2 billion people who are going to be affected. So it's important that everyone basically going to an election is able to know if the content they are watching is actually real and is authentic.
So just a couple key stats on where we are today. This is the reality in terms of the world we live in. 1.8 trillion photos are taken each year. About 3.2 billion are shared every day across various platforms, social media, messengers, etc. And about 720,000 hours of video are shared every day. What this means is it's a lot of content's floating around. It's hard to tell what's real and what's fake. And what we really need right now is an easy-to-use product to create authentic media content and combat misinformation, and basically show and prove that certain content, photo or video, is authentic and has a bunch of metadata and detail associated with it. So we launched Click. Click is the world's first digital trust network. This empowers creators and consumers everywhere to easily authenticate media, photo today, video coming soon, on blockchain. And we'll show you a bit more about how this works technically. Click makes it easy to authenticate media via our proprietary ContentSign technology. And Misha will talk a little bit about that in more detail on a future slide. But that technology proves the integrity of data from the moment it's captured using blockchain. And this is done via the Click mobile app. And again, today works for photos, and soon will work for videos. So we'll demo the app for you. But before we jump right into that, this is just a very quick overview of how the process works. So you have the Click app installed, you open it, it defaults to the camera, you capture your media, photo or video, live. Once the media is captured, you then swipe to ContentSign it. This is essentially making that content, that media, public, and a proof of it is published on blockchain with metadata associated with it. And that's the ContentSign technology. And then from there, you can share it.
Yeah.
Once it's published to a public web page, once you ContentSign it and it's published to a public web page, you can then share that to any social platform. So you can text message that, you can push that to your favorite place to post, whether that's X, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And a link will ride along with it for the platforms that support linking.
So we're going to try to share my phone and take a live click with you. I'm just going to stop sharing and do that from my app. So click. Let me see if it works. I'm going to share my screen again. Entire screen this time. Okay. So just give me a second. Okay, we see that. Sorry for the infinite view. Working. Maybe you can confirm to me that it is working through Slack.
I can see it very well.
Okay, so that's just, so maybe it's very basic. You have a gallery with some photos, and these are some clicks I took in the past. One actually this morning when I was taking the ferry to come to the office. And we're going to take a live photo right now. So yeah, click. So the photo is taken. We can see it now in. And when I go on the photo, so you can see that there's a lot of metadata attached to the photo, which includes location, the timestamp, the type of camera, the resolution, is also pushed with the media, so with the photo and later with the video, through a standard C2PA, which is a new industry standard. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ContentSign this photo, add a record on the Nodle blockchain, and publish the photo on IPFS with all the metadata related to it. So I just swipe, and as you can see, now it's verifying the file authenticity, signing the content with the key of my app, and pushing it onto the blockchain. It's taking a few seconds. So now it has been published, and I can do two things through the app. I can download the photo, or I can view it online. And if I was to click on view it online, it sends me to the browser, to the Click app. It may take a bit of time to publish because it's just new, but we're gonna. And you can see that even if you don't have the app and you have shared the app, the photo with someone, they can still access the content. And that's really the beauty of it, because it's really the link of the photo you take is shareable on any social easily. I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, so now it's loading. Okay, so I have the photo online now through a short link. I have the signature, so the proof of authenticity of that photo, and I have and all the information linked to that photo. If I go back to my app, let me see here. I show you. So the way you share a click by top window here, you can basically copy the link and share it with whoever you want. So yeah, that's about the Click app. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, and here too, so we don't have that crazy infinite view. So that's basically the Click app. It's very simple as a click to take a photo or a video, and then you can swipe to sign the content, and then you can share it. It's made so people don't need to know anything about blockchain and crypto, and it can be used by any individual. Today, it's available on iOS. So I invite you to go to the clickapp.com and the website and install the app if you are on iOS. Android is coming soon, and we are pretty excited to give this tool to the world. So let's go back to our presentation. And I'm going to explain to you from a technical standpoint what's happening. So when you take a photo with data which is signed with the media itself, and we, as I mentioned, we are now part of the Content Authenticity Initiative, which has been initiated by Adobe and is pushing this new standard for the industry, which the goal is to verify the provenance of content. So we respect the standard, we support the standard, and all the metadata gets basically organized according to that C2PA protocol. And when the photo is pushed on IPFS or a video is pushed on IPFS, at the same time, there is a record that is made on the nodal chain that contains the hash of that photo or video, which enables anyone in the future to be able to verify if the content that is hosted online is actually the original content and hasn't been modified. And that's basically how the technology works. The beauty is with Nodle, we have a network of nodes. So in addition to supporting C2PA metadata, in addition to make a record on the blockchain that also give ownership to the creator or user who created that content, we also have a network of witnesses with the Nodle network. So in the future, if you take a photo or a video, or any photo or video is taken with click by anyone, if they have another Nodle node in proximity, that node will act as a digital witness to prove the location when that photo and video was taken. So the more witnesses or digital witnesses are around, basically, the more proof is given on the location of and time of when that photo or video was taken.
So we think this is going to be a hit with a lot of different audiences, and there are many different use cases here. So, of course, one of the first that comes to mind is celebrities. There's a lot of deep faking going on. This is a recent example. Rashmika Mandanna was recently deep faked via video. She's a very popular Bollywood actress, and this went pretty big and viral online. And she's not the only example. There are many examples like this that have happened recently. So we think it's really going to help folks like celebrities show their fans and their followers what's real and what's not. But that's not the only use case. There are use cases across journalism, social activism, sports, public safety, education. The list goes on, frankly. Just, citizens capturing day-to-day life wherever they may live and just proving that something's real or not. So there's a lot of different use cases here. And so what you're going to see us doing is reaching out to many people across these various cases and starting to work with them and form relations with them. And the goal is really to build evangelism among these different
we have some questions maybe in the audience coming from YouTube on the chat on YouTube.
Yes, there's actually a real interesting one. Is there a fee for publishing the data on the network?
So a very good question, and the answer is actually we worked a lot with the team lately to create a new function on the chain, which is the equivalent of a smart contract. It's a new palette or a video live, and that's thanks to this new mechanism where there is a sponsoring wallet that basically is sponsoring the transactions and records that are happening directly on chain. And just to be a little bit more technical, so the foundation, the Nodle Foundation, is sponsoring and initiating basically the push the Nodle token that are necessary at the beginning to have this start happening. But we believe that as the network grows and has every application user will also be hosting a node, notably for being able to spot witnesses that are around and actually do other functions and features in the app later. So these nodes will also be participating, and when they are participating, they are also generating tokens that are going to go directly to this sponsoring wallet. Any other questions, Stefan?
Yes, of course. So the simple one would be when is the Android version?
Well, all I can tell you is I'm going to try to be a bit more explanatory than soon. I think it will be very early in Q1 of next year. So that's what I can tell you. We hope to play with it with the team within the month of January. And so we think it's going to be very soon after that. Yeah.
Okay. Another one would be, are these NFTs published in NFT marketplaces? So I guess, will there be a marketplace for those NFTs?
It's an excellent question. So we want to create a real opportunity for a whole industry there and create a marketplace at some point where eventually local news agencies or media or businesses can interact directly with the community and purchase content from the community, or use and leverage the Nodle Smart Mission to even, for example, put a bounty or be willing to pay the community or some people in the community to go to certain events, for example, and take photos or videos of that event. So that's going to be things we want to explore, and that will require indeed to have a marketplace, or at least a way for people to interact with the community.
Okay, thank you. How does the project adapt to emerging technologies or security standards?
Okay, so as we explained, we are part of this new industry standard, which is C2PA. We are one of the first to support it on mobile. We adapted their libraries, which were in Rust, to actually support it on iOS and now on Android. So we follow very closely how the industry is evolving, and I think we are on the forefront there, so pretty advanced. And because of the technology we have been compounding over the years and the blockchain that we have, I think we also add a lot of things. So having an immutable and proof of authenticity on blockchain, I think is fantastic. It's a huge advantage. And having the network with the nodes to be able to participate and reinforce the proof of authenticity for any media that will be created through Click is actually fantastic. So we're really at the forefront, and we want to stay at the forefront, and we're going to invest and make the efforts that's necessary to edge over what's on the market.
Great. And also, there are some newer camera models coming up with the C2PA standard as well. So obviously, the next question is, will DSLR-like cameras have it as well?
So if I understand well, the question is, are we going to support photos or videos taken with these cameras?
I would say so, yes.
So yes, once basically there are more cameras, professional cameras, I think Leica is the first one to support the standard C2PA. We will be able to actually accept a C2PA signed media from one of these cameras onto the system, and we will enable these photos, for example, to be ContentSign and be recorded with an immutable proof of authenticity on the blockchain, more likely through a web interface in that case, and or through the app eventually. But yes, we will definitely support C2PA media generated by any of these actors and players on the market. Thank you, Stefan. Right. Shall we take one or two more questions, or we're good?
I think the most popular question seems to be, how do I get in?
Okay,
we're about to answer.
So we are about to come to that. Okay, guys, let's go to the sweet part. We are super excited. We actually want all of you to get in, and even if there's going to be a waitlist for some time, I mean, everyone in this live stream should have the opportunity to use the app. So let me share the presentation. We had one slide for this part here.
Yeah, I can jump in unless Stefan, you want to take it.
No, go for it, Jeff. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I know everyone wants to get in. Some of you may already be in. We have people using the app already. But this is basically what you need to do. Go to the iOS App Store, install Click. You can search Click Camera to find us. Once the app is installed, register with your X handle, with your Twitter/X handle, and we'll get that request here and can approve you. Also, at Click Your Truth on X, do both today, and we'll let you in right after this live stream ends, and for throughout the rest of the day. If you don't get to it immediately, we'll make sure by end of day everyone that was here and has gone through these steps is in, so you can start using us.
What we would love and we expect from the community is actually we would love to see over the holidays a lot of Click being shared on X, Twitter, or other social networks, because that's how we can really unlock the network. The more content is shared publicly, the more people will look at the content, will understand how they can verify the authenticity of that content, and will want to produce also Click content. It's really a viral loop. We have an explanation in one of the slides. Let me come to that slide here.
Yeah, so this is exactly what Misha just described. As you're using the app, you're generating content, you're sharing that content across social. That acts as marketing for the app and attribution for the app and yourselves as creators. And then that helps us build awareness and buzz. That drives in more folks to the App Store to install it, and that cycle repeats itself.
We should answer. Otherwise, we are good. So to install the app, go to clickapp.com. There's the to see all the clicks you're going to share. And if you join now, as Jeff explained, and follow Click Your Truth on X, and also tweet your Twitter username, and join the waitlist with your Twitter username. I mean, you're going to be in today, and you can start to click to create authentic content.
And we look forward to seeing it all. And
Yeah.
we'll be sharing and reposting on social media.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, and looking forward to our next live pretty soon. Happy holidays,
Thank
everyone.
you all.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Happy
Bye.
holiday. Bye bye.